Up, 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 up. Hello, angels. Long time no stream. Hello, Zephyrs, angels. We're back. Right, I don't remember what we were doing. I had set the fucking title for this. Igneous, right?
Is that the guy you kept losing to?
Yes. Hi, Livy. Your audio not working. I can hear you. Oh, rip. Uh, Hi, Milo. The Earth. Yeah, you still have it saying going medieval. Indeed. Is that really? I wasn't. Okay. Okay. Um, is this mine? It's not mine. Why is it saying, where's my stuff? My stuff. I accidentally started. I think he went back to sleep. He went back to sleep. Oh, he did not go back to sleep. I am a lying whore. Actually. I thought he went back to sleep, but then Nimbus decided to raise hell. No! Go away from me. Okay. Are you on your way, by chance, to the slime? Good night, Livy. Ow. Stop hitting me. Yes. Okay, well, we're doing pretty damn well right now. Um, fuck. Except for he managed to heal up, because I didn't get to break them all in time. I was doing so well. It's bullshit. Oh, well, I'm dead. I forgot that we moved everything, and I was like, what in the hell? Oh, is it the weird, like, blue thing? Yes. Okay. What is this? What is... Oh, I don't know what the fuck just killed me, but that's great. Good night, Milo. I'm standing right here. Ooh. I can't hear it. Unfortunate. Yeah, I can't hear it, but I also can't generally hear much. Hi, Bloomy. Bloomy Boo, the most beautiful daffodil in the garden, as it were. Look, I'm not gonna tell if you're not gonna tell. Not add hell for Bloomy. How could this possibly have happened to our goat? So your shit came, your your thing broke. Your grave. So there's like, I'm trying not to pick up a giant inventory full of stuff. Oh. Well, once again, getting my ass handed to me by this fuck-ass fucking slime bastard. Welcome back, Bloom. I'm sorry you were in Adhill. I can't believe they would do that to you, specifically. The audacity. Like, who the hell do these people think? Oh, I'm dead. I think, truly, like, what were we doing? What were we thinking? Oh, I did get him poisoned before I left. At least we got that going for us. Uh-huh. He really said, your ass specifically will be my lunch. I wonder if it's like a fucking timer, like how often he heals. Right? Like, that's what makes sense. Oh, well. You don't hear Zeph? Why no hear Zeph? Echo my love.
Alright, he's trying to heal.
Oh, I had to, like, try and
I
fix
fixed
this.
I ended up getting rid of that fucking bullshit. I don't think in time, though. I think he still had, like, one that touched him.
Was he poisoned still?
He was still poisoned.
Well, that should help then.
Whoo! Ah, damn it, he got me.
Now,
we are not great on our dodges.
no, we are not.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab my shit real quick and then dip out so I can, like, rearrange my inventory a little bit.
What the fuck kind of bullshit nonsense?
Did he,
Butterflies.
Oh, those fucking things.
Off screen, slowly floating down, shooting my ass.
I got some of them.
Bastards. Yes,
right, I got my shit back.
I know.
I need to dip out and rearrange my inventory. Okay. Should be fine here. Alright. This needs to go here. This, switch off here, here, here. Get rid of this. Okay, I'm still need to fire damage.
Did I die in the literal... Yeah, exact. My last grave. Directly under his ass. He breathes and you can see it in the corner.
That's where mine was.
This is some bullshit.
It's one of those things where it's like, grab what you need.
And I died!
Get on out.
Igneous is literally the most bullshit
fucking
fucking enemy in the game. This is crazy.
Fucking true facts have never been spat.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? How?
I'm just about ready.
Who thought this was a good enemy design?
Some jackass for sure.
Some fucking jackass who doesn't understand that games are meant to be fun.
Not a fucking struggle.
It's not even like that it's necessarily just like a struggle. It feels fucking impossible, is what it feels like. It feels like I am being punked. Like, yeah, you should be able to beat this guy. And
Keyword
then it's actually
should.
like this shit-eating grin as they turn around. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like somebody is like playing a malicious joke on me. Okay, now let
Heard,
me.
Livy. I gotta do my just. All right, you do what you do.
All right, poisoned, and all my little guys are hitting him.
Good.
I'm going to. Oh, don't die. I'm going to attempt to not die. That's gonna be my like main goal here.
You got your potions and whatnot on you, right?
Potions? No. Food? Yes.
Okay.
And
Sweet.
poisoned again. Nice, nice.
I am ready for him to start doing the healing bullshit.
That healing bullshit.
Yep. All right, got him. I got hit in the process, but I got him.
Look, we take that fucking dub. That's all that matters.
Healing. Key. Okay, that weapon we got the last time we played has been a godsend. Both with searching for items in my own personal world, and also
Is
just
he
in this
angry?
fight in
He's
general.
angry. He's
Okay,
angry. He's angry.
he is very, very angry. I thought that was a healing thing. Whew.
Nope. Okay. It is
Okay, I
time to
cannot
be.
stick near him. I need to heal again.
Okay.
That heals. Oh, two of them are gonna hit. Okay, no, they missed. I got him just in time, thank God.
I am literally, and I cannot stress this enough, running around in fucking circles.
This is fucking terrifying.
Please.
Oh no! I'm still going, I'm still going. He's not poisoned anymore, but we're still going.
Please. Please.
Eee!
Don't die, please. I'm right here. Give me 5 seconds. Hi, Snacky. You know what, babe? You give me that funny story. I need some kind of normalcy. What
Okay,
heart
I got his
attack are you
healing
gonna
stuff.
give me?
I got all of it.
You got all of them?
All of them. Get fucked, asshole! Alright, I need to eat some food.
Go,
Any
go, go.
food.
Get your shit. He's following me around because he angry.
Alright. That's as much as I'm gonna get.
As long as
We are almost there. Hey,
we're so close.
no!
We're
You
so
got
close.
me. Please stay alive.
Oh, fuck.
Uh, please tell me you didn't die.
I did. I just died.
No! I'm hoping we get back just in time.
Please. He was healing and I was trying to break them.
It was at that point you could probably let him heal like a couple of them. It wouldn't have mattered.
Snacky, I'm literally so proud of you that I cannot begin to express in
Okay,
words.
he's not as down as he was, but he is down.
He did get a healing off. One orb.
Okay, he is back up, but it's not as bad
As
as we've
a
dealt
full
with.
restart. Heard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, if we can give me a minute to try and clear some of this out before he starts spawning friends.
For real. Alright, I need to switch off to magic. Explosions are great and all, but they are a pain in the ass with
Echo?
damaging the
See,
actual
girl,
item.
this is not the time.
Was that a fucking butterfly thing that I just saw? No, that was...
Okay. I did that one.
I
helped.
got 3 of them. Oh, he's angry.
He's angry. Oh, I got smacked.
Oh, he got
too.
me.
Okay. That's okay. You know why that's okay? Because
Because I'm guessing you're still
Space
good.
is in fact here, and I will clutch, come hell or high water.
You got this. Stay alive. I gotta repair some stuff. I can't. Because all my items... all my equipment shit is back there. Fuck.
It's okay. Oh, it's not okay. It's not okay.
Like 5
Oh,
seconds.
oh my god, I broke all of them and then he killed me.
No! I just made it back. Okay, it's still not a full reset.
Hey, Limbo, I swear to God.
So he's hitting off all those fucking fireballs when he goes angry. That's where we're getting fucked a lot. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't help that I keep dodging into them.
Yeah, I swear to God, it's like, he shoots one off and I'm like, alright, I'm moving, and then he's like, oh, actually, I also shot one off 4 seconds ahead of you.
We got this. No, you don't, bitch. Alright, I got 3 of them.
I got the last one. I hate to say this.
What's up?
My hoe close to broken.
Alright. Try to stay alive as long as you can. I'll try to stay alive as long as I can if you need to go back and repair it.
If we can lock the fuck in and get this shit done, we should, oh, come on. We should be okay. In theory.
Alright, he's about to go Angie. There he is. Alright, get ready to dodge a bunch of shit. Okay, I got hit by one of his healing things. Which apparently breaks them, so you know what? I'm not going to complain too badly. We got this. We are goated with the sauce.
With the sauce. Hit.
Hit.
Smack me in the
Cheeky
ass.
bastard. Oof. We are never fighting this guy again. I don't care if he has the potential to drop the best axe or pickaxe in the game.
I don't care what he drops.
Again.
Never. It's never gonna be worth this.
No, never again. Not unless we get like way better items to fight this fucker. And that I don't think is gonna happen.
Ooh, 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 ooh. No, please. Please.
Oh, by the skin of my teeth with the skin tight hitbox.
Please. Please. Please.
I'm just waiting for like those last few fireballs before I actually touch.
Okay, well, I can no longer get anything up. So...
No!
Oh, Zeph, don't yell like that, please.
Just stay alive. I'm sorry.
Please. No, kill him.
Just stay alive.
Oh no, he's healing. No!
It's fine. It's fine if he heals a little bit.
No, I died.
And I just made it back.
We were there.
Ah. He's still not at a full restore.
Oh, it's like a horrible endurance campaign.
At this point, yeah, kinda.
My God.
Okay, I don't think it's a timing thing. I think it's like a how much of his health he's down thing. Why do you have the most fucking health possible?
If you... Why me always? Why does it have to be me?
I dodged that by the skin of my teeth.
Alright, I am here. I am...
We're here. We're queer. He can get used to it.
Uh-huh.
All right. He's angry.
Yeah, he's angry. He's a little piss baby about it.
Okay, I did not realize how low on health I was.
Okay, I broke 3.
All right, awesome. I gotta eat food. That was not what I wanted to do. Hooey. All right. I'm going to be
Smack him in
nothing
the
but
ass.
I say I'm gonna be doing nothing but dodging. I fucking dodge right into fire.
Yeah, it'd be like that though. I dodged. And by dodged, I mean I didn't move. Oh! No, 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 no.
Okay, I'm almost back.
He's healing. No. I died. Well, at least you got here
I
just
got
as I
back in
died.
time.
Hi, Dolphin!
Dolphin! How's it going, girl?
There's supposed to be game noise? Yeah, there's supposed to be game noise. Eki, are you chasing your tail, baby?
Okay, he's still pretty fucked.
Okay. We take that.
Alright, I need my mana to restore. No, you fucking don't!
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Yeah, he got 1 off. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Getting 1 off is not that big a deal.
Not that big of a
That
deal.
heal bullshit is bullshit, though.
It's like how
The fact that even 1 heals him for as much as it does is ridiculous.
is insane. Like that feels like it's like unbalanced.
How the hell did that one hit me? I hit like the tail end of it. Sorry, I don't mean to yell.
It's okay. I don't mind the yelling.
Okay, I got his heals.
Did you get them?
Okay, speaking of healing.
Okay. I'm skedaddling, you know? Limbo, I swear to God, you fuck with her again and I'm gonna kill you. Okay.
I might just do that for you.
Okay. Look, as long as I don't get hit again.
Hey,
Don't
guess
do it.
what? Guess what? We finally beat his ass! Let's fucking go! And he gave us the right fucking item. We never have to fight this asshole again.
Thank you, God. Oh! Holy shit! I never
am shaking
again. That sucked so fucking bad. Oh.
We never have to fight this asshole ever again.
Oh. Alright. It is time to take everything fucking back.
I'm grabbing everything. I don't care.
Why am I on fire?
My bad. I'm leaving this place and I'm never turning my back on it.
I'm never coming back.
Ever.
Ever.
Where's that thing? Oh! Couple of trees for pets and got my...
No, I'm glad to
you
hear
got your
all
wisdom
that,
teeth pulled? Oh, I hope they gave you something good for the pain, Snacky. I really do. Wisdom teeth removal was
Did I just get my fucking teeth taken out late or something? Like, I got my teeth taken out when I was like 21.
I got mine taken out roughly around the same time, actually.
Some but people like hear people like Hawk got his taken out as a fucking teenager, and I'm like, what? You had your teeth taken when? And now Snacky at 17?
Oh, my body is shaking from that fight.
That was so fucking stressful. I don't understand why people think that's fun. Like,
Uh,
surely this is a fucking joke. Like, I just don't understand the joke.
so we got two sets of like some kind of armor. I think it works best for you. I'm dropping at least one of them off in the purple chest next to your room.
I already have it. It's a Grim breastplate.
Ah, wonderful. Okay. We won't worry about
Uh-huh.
that then. I will just go ahead and put that in our tops.
Uh-huh. And then the fucking final boss literally cannot possibly be worse than that.
It's a pain in the ass, that's as much as I'll say. Alright.
No, you fucking didn't. Snacky, are you serious?
What did you do? And my nose is too stuffy for laughing gas, so we just. No, the fuck you didn't. I guarantee you no dentist would have allowed that.
No oral surgeon would have allowed that. They
No.
had to have put an anesthetic in. Whether or not it was like local anesthetic or
Because,
intravenous, you have to be anesthetized.
yeah, because at the very least, the least they can do is actually like inject you with something that will knock you the fuck out. That's what they
Well,
did for me.
that's what they did for me. But if your like roots aren't compacted or whatever, they could theoretically apply like an injection into your gum and into your nerve to like
Like at least Novocaine, if nothing
yeah, like
else.
it numbs out that whole area.
Requires ancient for what the fuck is the ancient forge? This is something I gotta look some stuff up now. Yay.
God, we never
Requires
have to do
ancient
that shit again.
ever.
Ever. Why are there ore pouches in our potions?
Ancient forge, court keeper. How do we do?
That's fun. I kept my teeth. My teeth are in a little jar. They've got my oral surgeon was like, "You have the longest roots I've ever. Your teeth are so fucking long. I have never seen teeth this long. They're like hooks in your jaw."
My dentist said that about one of my canines when it ended up becoming abscessed. And this fucking canine was growing up into my nose.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey, Bruce.
hey,
How dare
Bruce.
you? There's no support needed. What you mean, Bruce? So,
You're good.
in order to make the best pickaxe, we need to find a different molten area. Different. It might be in the same area. It might be as Igneous, but we're not going like
I
to
mean, there's
fight
the
him there.
sacred echo.
That could be in one of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna head that direction actually, just to see.
Uh-huh. I want to see. We'll go to. Well, do you want to sleep first for your health?
Yes, very much so. Get get in the bed. Okay. Okay, technically,
We earned this fucking sleep.
uh huh. Why? Okay. Okay, I don't know what's up with this game and this bed. Why it's giving me such a hard time.
Just
There we
rearrange
go.
your room, homie.
I yeah, I should. Oh, all right. Where is there it is. The icon for the bed looks so weird.
Here, hold on. I'll be right back. I'll grab your. It's cyan, I think I
There we
use.
there we go. There we go. I'll work with
Non-orbital
this.
Twinkies, thank you. I'd rather not get into it, to be honest with you, just because it's not a pleasant thing to talk about anything that happened. But I am okay. I have healed.
Okay, I'm
Um,
fully healed, but I'm. Eh. Yeah, I'll wait until I can fully heal. Fuck it. I have a lot of health. Alright. Double check, make sure there's nothing too valuable on me that I'm not okay with losing. I can work with all this.
Oh, your floor
The
tile
storm.
not colored.
It's fine. I'll figure it out later.
You could put your bed there, I guess. Oh, you put your bed here.
Yep.
I see.
Weird spot, but I mean, it works. Alright. I'm gonna teleport as close as I can. I keep going into that room. Alright.
Thank you, Snack. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna fix his room.
Alright.
You don't have
Let's...
to fill like your. There's not a quota. The quota is 0. Your quota is actually a negative, and if you do have funny stories, you fucked up. That's the rules.
I love the Stormbringer. It has helped out so much, especially in that fight specifically.
Yeah, the fucking healing orb. Do you think the final boss is gonna heal?
He does heal when you get him down to half health. He heals to full health, but he goes into like a second phase. I mean, if we're talking about like the alien dude that we have to fight,
Yeah,
then yeah, he heals like
but
fully when he
consistently, or
gets.
is it only once?
It's only once.
Okay, see, like
Should
that,
be only once.
infinitely better than
Okay,
bullshit.
this area is not a molten core area. It looks like it's a tomb.
I wanna see Nugget.
Trying to hollow this whole place out as much as I can. Squaring it off first before I actually go in. This is a real game changer of an item. I'm so glad that we
Oh
grinded
my
out,
god.
oh, who was it? The Lava Hydra. I'm so glad that we grinded him out. Oh, I'm like just going around and like squaring it off first before we go in. If you can find the entrance,
Ooh,
by all
that's
means,
so
go right
pretty
ahead.
though.
There we go. Yeah, even with like one of the most powerful like mining items here, still can't break through some objects.
That's crazy.
Literally just because they have indestructible. Oh,
Got it.
where the hell is this entrance?
Yeah, please
Okay,
don't.
I think I found it. Yep, this has to be the entrance. It's gotta be.
Right
Okay, you
here.
found it.
Pretty.
I smell bullshit about. I like these chairs. These are really nice chairs.
They are nice
We earned
chairs.
this.
I'm gonna just Temple
Looks like.
Throne.
Hmm.
And then
Oh, here we go.
huh?
I
Here we
found
go.
a
What?
way to go. I found a way to go, but not sure. Oh, that was weird.
We need the Omaroth compass.
Omarov, do we have that?
We have that. It's just not on us. But we needed to open this chest.
Wonderful. Well, at least we have it. Currently hollowing out some of these areas for the loot. And also these really pretty walls.
They're so pretty. I feel like a grave robber, though. I
No,
really
no,
don't
we're
know.
archaeologists.
That's kind of the same thing.
You're wrong. The only difference between an archaeologist and a grave robber is a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Unlicensed archaeologist.
Uh-huh, exactly.
Ooh, hello. Requires Asios feather fan. I know we have that.
I think we have all of these things. And this requires Rakar's automaton.
I don't think we have that one.
I feel like we do.
We might. Wonder what we're gonna get out of all this.
I don't know, but it's all three of the bosses. Like, main
And like there's
bosses.
special items, yeah. Honestly, we could hollow this all out and like make it a new base. Because I mean, it's got indestructible walls.
True.
All it needs is some lighting.
Oop.
Honestly, I don't know why we haven't been doing
Oh.
that for a lot of places that we find, because like they do have indestructible walls.
Oh my god.
Grave robbing as a concept is so odd to me, because why would you go through that much effort for a corpse? It's not exactly for the corpse, Dolphin. It's for all the valuables that they get buried with.
Uh-huh.
Because in a lot of cultures, you would
Bury
get
your
buried
dead with wealth.
Yeah. Yup. So they'd have it all in the afterlife. Why you think you need wealth in the afterlife? Good question.
Oh. You don't want to be a broke bitch?
Oh, apparently the walls are not as in. Oh, I thought. I thought these walls were indestructible. They are not.
No, it's the back walls. Like, the ones
Hmm.
that show each of the bosses.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Because they're
Alright.
murals.
Alright, I'm gonna head back and grab those unique items. First, I'm gonna destroy these pillars because they looked at me funny.
That's crazy.
Finish hollowing this out. Okay. Not that way, this way. Seventh, how's it going, friend? Oh, if you look at the whole like outline of the map, or of the temple on the map, it looks so nice. Congratulations on getting the Rosalite.
Yes.
There's like this area that's like right behind everything that we can't get into. I'm wondering if that gets opened up once we open up all these chests.
Where?
So like, you see this little yellow area on the outline of the temple?
No, because I already went in there.
Wait, you went into this little yellow area?
That's
It's
when
like
I
right
went, oh
behind.
my god.
Hmm.
I tried to get your
Oh.
attention.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that there was a little pathway there.
Well, you had to dig it out, and you didn't dig it out. Got
Ah, fair enough.
stabbed in the butt twice. It was unfortunate.
I need to quit dicking around. I need to go back and get those items.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, where's the nearest teleporter? All the way up there. Lovely.
You guys had to be like, a while away.
It's not too far away.
It's not the worst, but
We've dealt with worse teleport spots.
we definitely have. That is 100% accurate.
The one out in the ocean.
We don't talk about that one.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to because we gotta go back there eventually, I'm sure.
Don't say that. Why would you say something
Oh yeah, we
so
do,
terse?
because that's where the Atlantean worm tends to hang around.
The Atlantean worm will go to the forgotten whatever.
Mm. Probably be going to bed real soon, but leave alert. Thank you, Seventh. Really appreciate that. Alright. If I remember correctly, we left all those in unique crafting?
Yes.
Okay, we have Azios's Feather Fan, Amoros Compass, and yeah, we have Rodkar's Automaton.
Told you.
Okay, just need to
Nugget
drop off
knows
a few.
what I'm talking about.
Alright, just gotta drop off a few things.
If you can bring some torches, that would be very nice, because it's dark as shit in here.
Heard. Furniture, plants. Okay. Unique crafting. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Alright. Toss these in here. Is there anything else we got? Alright, you said torches?
Yes, please.
Alright, I can just make some torches. $102 torches should be fine.
Yeah.
Should be more than enough to light that entire place up. Can these assassin dudes just fuck off already? Jesus. I get,
No.
I get, I get it. The moss attracts you, but like, fuck off. I gotta traverse through here too, just like you.
There's an ancient makeup set that's so cute. And Starlight Shard.
Ancient makeups. I'm trying to remember if I've seen that item. I don't think I have. God, I love Stormbringer. It's such a wonderful item. Especially considering the fact it's indestructible. It doesn't break. At all.
Nice.
Alright, let's see. Azios's Feather Fan.
What's that?
Free.
The God sent King breast armor. A unique royal piece of armor resembling the heart of the state. Golden wings were added to inherit the grace of Azios. Before it could be used, the kingdom crumbled to dust from the inside.
God sent King Pants armor. Okay, so it is a whole three-piece set. Ancient golden coin. Polished crystal necklace. This could be good for either of us, but I think it's best for you. Polished gold crystal necklace, plus 19% magic damage, plus 20.1% minion damage.
Azios's dash. Or you have minion
Concealed
damage?
ability.
For
Polished
what is
gold
it?
crystal necklace. Polished gold crystal necklace.
Oh, I just have a
I don't
regular
know
gold
what it.
crystal necklace.
Yeah, go ahead. It's right in there. And
Okay,
what we
well,
have in
I'm
here,
gonna.
here's the
A
God
desert
Sent King
queen
math.
chest. What's
Let's
in
see,
here?
nimble. Huh? Oh, other one. Next one over.
Oh,
Let's see. This one would be good for either of us. Let's see. What's this? Golden jellyfish. 1.9 health every second. That's actually wonderful. That's a beautiful item.
I wish we had. I wonder if. Hold on. Let me see. A dark prophecy and active assassination ended the royal line.
Hmm.
Interesting. Okay. Desert Queen, Desert King, Desert Prince. Okay. Let's see if we can. I don't know if we can. Probably not, but I can dream. I should probably finish my sentences, huh? I want to see if there's like a dummy or like a mannequin or something we can put the full set on to like look at it.
Oh, like a mannequin?
That is what I said, yes.
This golden jellyfish isn't doing anything. Like, it's supposed to give me like 1.9 health every second. It's supposed to be equipped in the offhand. Huh.
Suffering from success snack.
Eh.
Will be the prodigal son.
Hmm.
Y'all people see me, I'm not real. You
I
also don't see me. I'm not real.
don't get what this jellyfish is supposed to do. Am I supposed to just like already be healing or something? Jesus, an egg gives me ungodly amounts of health back. Oh wait, no, that's just because like I was hungry.
Uh,
Of course it did. Yeah, my
uh-huh.
character. Huh. Yeah, no, this jellyfish isn't. Oh wait, no, it's because I haven't taken any. Because I haven't taken any damage. That's why. Here, take a little bit of damage, and should be getting some. Yeah, we'll take a little bit more damage just to test it. That's okay. That's more than enough. All right, and I'm getting more back because I'm wearing the ring. Okay.
It's not what I meant
Okay.
to do.
I can vibe with this. Although I do prefer my rift ring a little bit better. Or not the rift lens.
I mean, I could take the risk. No, I have a minion thing. I
Hmm.
can't let it go. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I prefer the rift lens way better. There you go. What happened here? How you doing, Snacky? I hope you've been keeping well. Such a game changer of an item. I love this thing. Alright. Teleporting back, we dropping some items off. Where? There's the core. See, you mentioned about finding sort. Fair enough. Not playing with any explosives, are ya? Necklaces. Where's offhands? Was the wall of text? I swear, snack. Uh-oh. Sounds like Nimbus is in trouble.
Leave her alone. That's a little. Please go. Yeah, make sure you talk to her.
Best pets, eggs,
Someone more
explosives,
so obscure that it would take.
sulfur bomb. I fucking hate the way the sulfur bomb looks.
That was a great crack. Do it again.
I guess I could be considered indoor furniture.
Yeah. There's so many flashies in this game sometimes. Uh-huh. And I have to like take a second. Do a lap.
You all good, Space?
Yeah, I'm okay. Hi,
Okay.
Nickel Finnickle.
Alright, let's see how much this ancient gold coin... 1,000 coins
For a single coin?
for a single coin.
I see. Hmm.
I also brought back a fuck ton of valuables from my own world as well.
Nice.
As well as all the coins from the
An
ones that I
offhand.
already sold as well. Alright. I'm putting this little parchment in unique crafting because that's basically what it is. It's for unique crafting.
There we go. Okay, but the Prince, Queen, and King chests are super pretty.
I want to see what this makes.
Did we check to see if... And it's totally fine if the answer to this is in fact no. I want to
Crystal
put the...
meteor chunk. Plus 3 blue glow. Minus 22.9 armor. But plus 22.9 damage dealt by you and all nearby allies. So this is the item that I got from destroying all the blue, like, meteor chunks by that alien boss that we gotta go fight next. Oh, poor snack. So this is an offhanded item. I'm not sure if we want to use this or not. Probably not, because it, like, what's the word? Because it gives you less armor, which, as often as we both get hit.
Probably not the best for us.
Yeah. A very big ancient gemstone fused from smaller shards. It emits a strange energy that makes you feel nauseous and feverish. Yeah, no. No, thank you. Alright, I'm gonna go hollow out that magma core area to see if I can find the ancient forge. Because I want that pickaxe so bad. It's gonna make mining for better materials so much easier.
Better than what you got right now?
Yep.
That's
Because it can actually damage the walls out in the
the
very edge of, yeah, in the forgotten area. I forget what it's called.
the Forsaken whatever.
Something like that. The
Mm-hmm.
Forsaken whatever.
The Forsaken Road or whatever.
The place where all the giant amoebas are.
The terrifying thing, yes.
Yeah, the wall of just darkness.
Nightmare fuel.
Yep. Yeah, even Stormbringer's having a tough time just digging through all these walls down here. Not an impossible time, but a tough time.
Oh, I forgot about you.
I have a feeling like we have found the ancient forge somewhere. We're just forgetting about it.
Oh, so he's got the bait pillar for the Atlantean worm? Wonderful. Okay.
I'll hollow out this entire area before I give up on looking for what I'm looking for.
Whoops. Wrong.
Okay, let's see if this works better. Kind of. Watch. Stormbringer works great, but explosions are working a little bit better.
Grant winking. Okay.
Okay. It's not over here. Could be over here, maybe.
Those are very pretty. I do enjoy those. Okay, now to look and see the Advil. Be like, yes. Yeah, one second. I'll be right back.
Thank you, Saribot. Feel my stitches and it's whack. Don't mess with them. You have to actively remember that you cannot fuck with them, Snacky. I got lucky. They didn't have to put stitches in mine. No, mine sealed up perfectly fine on their own. Within days, actually. Watch. Ash, can I step away from the wall? Okay. Hey, congratulations, Snacky, for getting your banded shell.
Oh. Which one the side
We
of the
got a lot
house
from
is?
that.
She chased after under the bed and tried to attack her under the bed. I don't know what her fucking problem is. She needs to leave her alone. She was just under the bed minding her business.
She's minding her own damn business, eating some fruit.
Huh? What's up?
Nothing. I was just making a dumb joke. Heard, Snacky. Why did my usual alert not go off? Weird.
Oh, I wanted to look and see. Quartz
He has
Seeker
been-
mannequin.
I'm gonna ask that thing keep out of sight as much as possible.
But I'm gonna dress it up so it doesn't look like a mannequin. It just has this stuff on it.
Fair enough.
Carpenter's table. I have one of those.
Yeah, for me, it's like the human shape and like the humanless features that really bother me with mannequins.
Yes, I'm hoping. Well, okay. I'm gonna put it right here. Can you come here and look and see if this bothers you?
I am kind of stuck where I'm at the moment until I can hollow my way out.
Oh, okay. You're good then.
Alright.
Snacky, please don't pull on your stitches, for God's sake. Make sure that you're changing your cotton out as needed, but not overdoing it.
And rinsing with salt water.
Please, God, rinse with warm salt water.
You will regret it if you do not.
How come your ancient gold coin was 1,000 and mine was only 500? Did you have two?
Yeah, I had two, but they were both 1,000 each.
Mine's only 500.
That's weird. The fuck? I don't have anything on me that would make anything more valuable.
Weird.
Trying to look for this fuck ass forge here. I don't know if it even is here.
Why is it... Oh. That's...
This is probably a bad idea. This is a bad idea. I hate this area with every fiber of my being.
real.
Almost as much as I hate the fucking ocean.
Real.
Alright, well, hello, who are you, sir?
He's the, fancy guy. Also, can you come here for a second?
There you are. I'm gonna see if this mannequin's gonna be a bother. Okay, is this like the godsend armor on it? Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. It looks like a statue, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the armor put on it.
That is interesting looking armor. Very Egyptian looking.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't bother you, it's okay?
No, that's fine.
Okay, as long as that's okay.
Honestly, it would just look like a statue, which weirdly enough is a little different than mannequins. I don't know, mannequins I feel like could they look like more human than a statue do. If that makes any sense.
Yes. Probably the
size
articulation of a
difference.
mannequin.
Yeah, that too. Whereas like a stone statue seems like it's just gonna stay still. A mannequin can be manipulated around, and that just
Bad news bears.
moves. Yeah, looks too human, moves too much like human, but is not.
It's just enough to set off all of your,
like danger senses, like I don't want this thing anywhere near me kind of situation.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
If I
did
had
you
to
say you
guess,
were
I'd
going
say,
to the ocean?
no, I said I hate this area almost as much as I hate the ocean.
Because
Because,
I have great news for you.
are we going to the ocean?
We're going to the ocean.
I hate that so much.
I'm sure you are thrilled with this information.
The ocean is nothing but death.
Indeed. And we are going to be running towards death with open arms.
Greet the world with open arms.
Yeah, for the Atlantean worm.
Lovely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's our next boss, isn't it? Well,
Uh-huh.
it's one of them. It's one of our next bosses. Okay, that didn't lead me to where
Uh-huh.
I needed to be. I think that's right.
You're going? Alright.
Okay, guys, up, down on that bone. Be nice to my cat.
I will take care of her. It will be fine.
Half a pill. Half in the morning, half in the
More. Yep. Sit back down. Sit. I've already put it right here. Where'd you say the car was? She's like an orange.
Yeah. I'm like, there's no way it can hit me. There's walls in the way.
Ask Mom where the car is so we can go get meat. And Venji. Very
Why are
excited.
these things all out here? Oh, Jesus Christ.
What is this? If this is a bowl of cereal, I'm gonna fucking yodel. Because it's being made with axolotl. Well, coralotl, excuse me. No, it's just a sandwich, okay?
You confused a sandwich for a bowl of
Okay, it
cereal.
was in the shadow, and the fucking, like, plate underneath looked like a bowl, and it was just, like, a square on top of, like, what looks like a bowl. So I'm like, is that a box of cereal in the fucking back? Do you think I could make cereal? Do you think if I put
Possibly.
milk?
Milk with some wheat?
Uh-huh.
Or whatever the wheat equivalent is in this game.
Well, Lunicorn. Oh, that's
Oh,
corn.
yeah.
It's not wheat. It looks like wheat, though. She did not. Well, we can take it to go to the meat market and look at meats.
There's up, down on it.
I don't know which road that is. It'll be fine. Can you grab my Ativan? I don't know, but I'm about to have a seizure.
Ooh, new item, flame ring. Can be used with the flame necklace. To get plus 27% against 27% critical hit damage against burning targets. Nice. I have seen the Weeping Angels, and they're a big contributor to why I don't fucking enjoy mannequins. Because the second those fucking things move, all hell breaks loose. I will never go near something that is just too human-like in nature, but is not human. They're terrifying. Now, I would say, like, in terms of, like, things in my childhood that definitely contributed to it, my great-grandmother, who I used to visit a lot as a child, Like I would stay the night at my grandparents' place while my grandparents, had their time to themselves. And hmm, she had this fucking room that was filled to the brim with these ungodly, nightmarish, old-looking dolls. And when me and my family eventually had to move in to that old house, guess who got the doll room? Thankfully, all the dolls have been removed, but the memory of them being there still haunted me. That
Oh,
was just hell.
what happened?
I was telling the story of the doll room at my great grandparents' place.
Oh,
And
yeah, you told me about that shit. No.
Yep. Thankfully, all the dolls had been removed by the time we had moved in, but the memory of them being there still haunts the fuck out of me.
Yeah, for good reason.
Yep. Because, like, she had dolls from, like, all kinds of different cultures everywhere, including Amish dolls, which I would argue are some of the creepiest looking dolls on this planet. No hate to the Amish community, but those dolls, like, they
Deserve
set
to
off
exist.
all, yeah, they set off all the fear factors.
Wonderful.
Dolls are terrifying. Mannequins are terrifying.
I'm gonna see.
Oof, okay, not in the greatest of spot for health. It's fine. It's fine.
Bye. I hope it's not awful. Have a good flight.
Flight.
Yeah,
He
mom's
taking off?
Pog's grandma like broke her ankle.
Oh
And so
no!
oh no, yes,
Grandma
oh
Pog.
no, but like she sucks. So like
Oh, okay.
yeah, I know.
I love the immediate, like, toss away of concerns. Like, no, she sucks. Like, oh, you're saying she sucks.
She sucks. So like mom's not happy to have to go out there.
Hey, Brad.
Birthday cod zombies. Ooh, that's
Ooh.
peak. My brain hurts.
You gonna be alright?
I had sneezer.
Oh, that's not good.
Alright. Let's see.
Oh,
I
hello.
know, okay.
Room with chest might have item I'm
Ooh,
looking
that's
for.
nice. Your hands so nice and cold. Mm. Ooh, that's nice. I can always like
Have
press
one.
down harder than I can. I wonder what it is about like getting like rubbing right there on like the center of my eyebrows. That helps. Love you.
It's massaging like a lot of nerves there in that area, I would imagine.
Probably. Heard on that hydration check, Breb. Thank you.
Fucking flaming butterflies.
It's Brett's birthday tomorrow.
It's Bread's birthday in about an hour. Less than an hour, actually.
True.
I forgot that that's an effect that we now have. Every once in a while, like, we'll just shoot off a beam of electricity. Finding a lot of items, none of them are what I need.
Hey, how do we get another one of these little things? Because they're very, very cute, but this one's kind of ass.
What are you looking for?
It's a different pet, just to see.
Good question.
A snuggly grade.
Oh, you bastard! You snuck up behind me. How the hell? I am not in a good spot. I am not in a good spot. I am in a very bad spot. Oh, how did I get out of that?
John,
Oh, oh! I need myself an egg in these trying times.
do you?
Oh
Alright, let's see.
dear God!
Boss damage. Triple damage. Crit. Speed. Yeah, I'm like, bread's turning what?
20 something.
20? Right?
Yep, 20 exactly.
You're born in '06, right? I'm pretty sure you were born in '06. Hell yeah. I have that shit written down on Discord. Whenever I find out people's ages or like birthdays, I'm like, to the notes. So I don't forget.
This area is so fucking. I hate it so much.
Real.
There's so much shit here that can kill you, but granted, there's shit everywhere in this world that can kill you.
But there's like extra shit there that can kill you.
Yep, the floor can kill you if you don't have any fire immunity. The slimes can kill you. The butterflies can kill you. I'm pretty sure if I tried to swim in the lava with the boat, it would probably come. I wonder because it acts like a water source. As soon as I kill these enemies, I'm gonna give that a try. I'm gonna laugh if it works. It's gonna be so stupid if it
Hi, Kit
works.
Kat.
Oh my God, Kit Kat! How you doing, girl?
Where are you? Oh, that's right.
I hate these butterflies so fucking much. Oh my God, there's so many of them.
Yeah. I feel that.
Like apparently like the Stormbreaker has a bit of recoil so much that it will push you back a little bit, so you gotta adjust every now and then.
That's actually kind of funny.
Like if you just stand still, you'll notice that it pushes your character back a little bit. Oh, please let this be the room that I need. And it is not. This is bullshit. That's
What
that
do you
is.
mean 3 showers?
Free shower. Like, is it storming in your area? That's all I can think of when I think free showers.
That's what I'm saying, like.
And I am out of food and out of potions. I am out of luck everywhere. Fuck. I have practically hollowed out this entire area. Practically.
Oh, you're also hollowing out an area?
Yep. Hollowing out this magma core where we fought Igneous. Or at least trying to.
What's going on with the fucking plumbing at home?
On occasion I am, Brad. On occasion.
It's still not done? Brother. Also, I wish I had a bath, because I would take baths for pain. Baths are fucking magical.
They are wonderful for pain, especially like if you have a lot of muscle or joint issues.
Which I have, surprise, both.
Yeah,
I miss baths.
same.
And the thing, and I'm also too big to fit in a bathtub. Which is so much fun. And I'm just like, brother.
My biggest issue is like when I am having like my worst kind of muscle and joint pain, I actually need to stick away from like hot water. Because that can actually make them worse unless I've already gotten them to stop bleeding.
Oh, well,
Hey,
I mean,
welcome on, Brad. Congratulations on getting the Void Stone.
bleeding injuries are different.
Yep, unfortunately. Now, once I've gotten it to stop bleeding, they're a godsend. Absolutely. Alright. Drop some stuff off. And then heal up and grab some food. That's electronics. Heavy electronics. Offhand. What the hell is this? Azios's dash feather. Oh, neat.
Voidstone. True. Where's Pock? You turned him into a stone? How could you do
Wait,
this?
what you talking about? I would never do such a thing to Pog.
How could you?
Yeah, no, Voidstone's one of the made-up stones that I've just put in there. Now, if that was an actual gemstone, I would be ecstatic to ever collect something like that. Because that sounds awesome.
It does sound awesome. Can you are you busy? I did see it, and I'm
Hawk Rock. And that is now going in as a that's going in as a stone that can be gotten is a Pock Rock.
he's gonna be like, I don't even fucking talk half the time. Why am I a rock?
Exactly, because he doesn't talk very often. It's perfect. Okay,
I
where's
hate to
the
tell you
slime
this.
skin?
The bait pillar is very pretty. And also, we have to be close enough to the Atlantean worm. Apparently, I can't just summon it.
Lovely. Where? That's
Uh-huh.
box. This one. There's slimes.
We love background boyfriend. Uh-huh. He was playing Terraria earlier with me. And then I stopped to do all this. And then he kept playing, doing all the research.
My happy ass has been doing all the Terraria crossover stuff with Pal World lately. It's been wonderful. With like the 1.0 update they finally did. They're finally out of alpha
Um,
or beta or whatever it was.
I always wanted the game, but one, I don't have to explain to any of you why that's a terrible idea for my fucking laptop.
Terrible for the laptop. I'm gonna be real. There are a lot of flashing lights in it.
Oh, are there?
Yeah, with like a lot of the attacks.
Unfortunate.
Yep.
I am
And
begging and
also,
pleading with people to please consider that there are people like me who are photosensitive. Because, God, I just want to play fucking games.
yeah, unfortunately, flashing lights is a problem because like that's in a lot of games. A lot of people don't think about.
I know. The amount of games that, like, we've looked at since my diagnosis, and, like, been like, oh, that sounds fun. That looks cool. No, the fuck it doesn't. No, the fuck it doesn't.
Yeah, because then you realize like, oh wait, it's got flashing lights somewhere. There it is. There's the half stack.
I am trying to find this fuck-ass worm. I hate the ocean. I hate the ocean.
Where are you? I don't see you on the map.
Ocean.
Okay, you should just be to your right now.
Yeah.
I don't know which way you're facing, but like,
Well, we have to
you should be to your
restart the whole
east.
thing. Hi,
Good
baby.
question. Alright, are we just gonna go fight this worm now? Might as well. Gad, if you give me that game, I'm gifting you lost letters. I hope you know that. Why did I make this out of this fucking material? Ugh.
I'm gonna kill the Atlantean worm.
That bad, huh?
I got over here,
And it disappeared?
and now look
Oh.
at where it is.
Yep. I see the frustration.
Uh-huh.
I'm coming to make things possibly a little bit easier. Possibly.
I was just there.
Oh, what the hell? That wasn't the worm that I just saw. Something traveled up north from here, and it wasn't the worm,
Oh,
because the
good.
worm's all the way down there.
I love when you say horrible fucking, like, horror movie-esque shit to me.
Believe me, I enjoy it so much too, because it's just like, what was that? Because that's not what we thought it was.
Is it doing its stupid lap?
That's a good question. It's doing something. I wonder if we hurry, if we could just get down. No. Well,
What
maybe
if
if we get to
we
a
go all the
teleporter.
way up here to that
I'm,
teleport? You're so much
yeah,
faster than I am.
I have no idea why my movement speed's so fast, aside from the rift lens. I went the wrong direction, I think. No, I didn't. If we get down to that teleporter, we might be able to get just close enough. It's a hard maybe. Alright, this teleporter. Did I miss it? I went down the wrong path. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna cut right through. Okay. Where's the... Yeah, it's doing some big-ass loop. Alright. I'll wait till you get... Wait, hold on. Oh, you going to the one up north?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, we should probably wait until it gets close to a certain teleporter. And then we'll just go over to whatever teleporter it's closest to.
That's my plan.
Yep. I'm just waiting for your signal at this point. How shit would it be, like, if we got, or like, if we teleported there and just suddenly appeared on the opposite end of the map, like some roaming Pokemon?
I would be so mad.
I would be livid. Okay, looks like this one teleporter nearby on the south end seems like where it's wanting to stick around for a minute.
My giant
Alright,
snail friend.
It's kind of sticking there. Okay, and it's leaving. Okay, suicide.
Here we are. And it's coming up to that one.
Yep. Looks like it.
Heard. Night-night, Kit Kat.
Hey, cat. Alright. Why will it not let me select this as a teleport spot? There we go. Alright. This is gonna be a fun fight.
Well, that definitely fucking...
That summoned it.
Oh!
Oh dear God!
Oh!
I couldn't move. What in the hell? Does it stay surfaced is the question.
Holy shit. It's a giant
It destroyed the teleporter.
It destroyed the teleporter. I didn't think it would do that. Oh, I don't have a boat on me. Do I have a boat? I do have a boat.
Well, I'll let you know if it stays surfaced.
Alright.
That was horrifying.
I was like, oh, it's a roly-poly. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God.
No, fuck it ain't. No, fuck it ain't. I don't know what roly-polies you be looking at.
Not that fuck-ass thing.
That was hell. That was horror.
I really hate everything to do with this. I'm gonna be honest.
We were not prepared for that.
No, not even, like, remotely.
I'm just glad I still have my boat on me. Where are you, you fuck-ass worm? I don't think it stays surfaced.
Wonderful.
Nope, it does not because I am currently chasing it down. Or at least I tried before I hit a wall.
What in the fuck? That's so annoying.
What all did it take for the beacon?
Oh, you just buy it.
Oh, okay. Oh, we definitely got the coin for it then.
Yeah.
I'm currently chasing this fucker down. Just like we have a decently accurate map of where it goes.
Ow.
Okay. Well, that kind of sucks because I keep running into a maze. Multiple mazes, it looks like.
Yeah, it definitely destroyed everything. At least my fishing net was unscathed.
The one surviving fishing net.
Indeed. Is that the Hydra?
Just some kind of weird loop. I'm not exactly sure what that pattern of a loop is, though. Cheap bastards.
Ears. And this stick on the meal?
Cat ears in this economy?
That is what I said.
It's headed back down. Was that how you spell with your accent there, Brad?
Yummy. Yeah. That what we're doing, Loaf? So, as it turns out, the Atlantean worm also
Hmm? As what?
Am I about to get jumped? Like, the fuck are we doing here, y'all?
I don't
Are you just gonna
fucking
stand
like whatever
here
the fuck
menacingly?
that is. Oh. That, because that, again, was not the worm. The worm is so far away from where I am at. I need to know
Yes.
what the fuck that shit is.
Well, I mean, I got some, like, aggressive-looking fuckwads here.
Coming to help you deal with the aggressive fuckwads.
Well, I mean, they're just kind of standing there menacingly. Like, they're not really... Oh, I'm grabbing all of your stuff. I'm sorry. So, the worm literally just tore the ground up.
Yep. Sounds about right. So it seems like we might have to fight it on boat.
That is one of the worst statements you've ever said to me.
Believe me, I hate it just as much as you do.
I genuinely don't think you do.
I despise this. Because the boat is one of the worst traveling mechanics in this game.
Uh-huh.
And it doesn't help because I have made so many, like, pathways to avoid using the boat. So now they're in the way if we're going to do that.
Uh-huh.
The ocean is nothing but death. I hate the ocean with an immense burning passion.
You will never see me going, ooh, you know what sounds fun? Let's go to the beach. Never.
I could
Why do you have
personally deal with the
quartz?
beach.
Snack?
That's fine.
Hold on. Why do you have court?
Beg the finest of fucks.
Why do you have court after you just had your wisdom teeth removed?
Wait, is this to try and get your car back from your fuck-ass uncle?
I hope not, because brother, you need to be, like, put together for that. Not bleeding out your gums. Okay, so...
Hello.
Hi, that goes there. 10 minutes.
Gonna open up a little bit of this area.
We did that already.
Opening it
This
up
is
a
where
little
we
bit more.
fought the slime. I cannot believe. No
I love so
warning.
much of this. I just love so much that the sleigh emote's getting some use. That emote was made on like a really stupid joke. And yet it is still one of my most favorite emotes, right next to the dance emote. I wonder how close the Atlantean worm needs to be for it to work.
It was not like right next to me.
It will come up near this area if I remember correctly. I just realized like none of my shit's prepared. This is gonna be fun.
Alright. I have filled in holes. Is it charged yet? No.
No, it's not gonna charge for like 10 minutes, I think.
I have no perception of time, so I have no idea how many minutes have passed.
I think only like 1 or 2 because I've only been here for like a short time.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
look, no one ever asked me to be a timekeeper because you will be
No, you're a lore
horribly
keeper.
led astray.
You're a lore keeper, not a timekeeper.
I'm a secret keeper, not a timekeeper. Okay, so I'm gonna put down.
He's right here, so you got it.
I don't.
Oh, okay.
It used it up. All right, so my I just played it, so I'll keep an eye on that because that's in the corner, so I'll know how many minutes it's been since I redeemed that. I don't have a fucking anything. I have all of your stuff.
Oh, for sure.
I have so much of your stuff. Would you like your stuff back?
Yeah, I'll take some of my stuff back. Let me get rid of
Take
some of
it.
the stuff in my inventory.
Take it. Assuming this stuff is yours, because I don't remember having any of this.
Okay, apparently Snacky just needs to go with his mom for a speeding ticket to attest that she was not speeding. But it's gonna be so dumb. I hate those kind of tickets. You see that fucking shit? That's not the worm.
No,
You
that's
saw
just
that,
the
right?
that's the Hydra.
That's the Hydra? Okay, I'm hoping that that's the Hydra.
Yeah, that's the Hydra. If we put the scanner back on, it'll put it on the Hydra again.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, that one's okay. That's fine.
Had me worried for a minute.
I am the most impatient bastard, as
10
it
minutes is
turns
a long
out.
time, yeah.
Oh, this is so annoying. I'm already like, bruh.
Okay. Which one of these fuckers is the one that gives us the ability to shoot lightning every now and then? Oh, that's Azios's thing. Why did I think that was Amarat's?
Omaroth gives you the little wind, whatever's.
Yeah, his goes off for me more often than anyone else's thing. No, Raw Akar's does. A little annoying that the slime bosses don't give you shit. Especially with how much you gotta go through for them.
Yeah, it is kind of like annoying. Ram his ass. Kick his ass, babe. You got this. Nice, good job. Good job.
So one thing I do also like about the Stormbringer, it counts as both mining damage and melee damage in terms of like level up and damage. It's like I'm leveling my melee as I'm attacking enemies with this thing. Rather than my range, because that makes sense.
Sure, why not?
Apparently I have 2 flame rings. Neat.
Alright.
At this point, I'm just hollowing this area out even more now. Because why not?
It's been
Oh,
4 minutes.
only 4 minutes?
Well, since I put the thing off, so probably like 5 or 6.
Maybe roughly about 7. Maybe.
Ooh.
Exactly. They really got you guys for 1 mile over the fucking speed limit. Did the cop? Did the cop
Most
have
judges are gonna be
nothing
like,
better
this
to
is some
do?
bullshit.
That is literally just a you'll like pay at least the court fines, or not court fines, court fees, whatever, same difference. Which I think it's so stupid. Like if you win against a ticket, you should not have to pay the court fees. Those should be waived.
Agreed.
Because like you would have not come to court in the first place. The cop who pulled you over, if anything, should pay it. Because he made it so you had to come and testify. He or she, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Cop made you come and testify. In your defense, and if you won, why the hell should you pay that goddamn court fee? Makes no sense. Bullshit tickets like that are just literally so the money or so the city or whatever area can basically just get their little bit of revenue that they fucking feel they're entitled to.
Say it with me, angels. The system is corrupt.
Very much so.
Fuck the government.
May that flat foot step on a nail, Snacky. Dude, I've had cops like straight up, like I don't know why they decided to be cops like straight out of the military. I get like some of the training crosses over, but like you're coming out of a high stress situation coming into a civilian high stress situation. That is not great for anyone involved. And they've literally yelled at me like I'm one of their fucking subordinates in boot camp. It's like don't talk to me like that. And
You did
like,
something good
oh, Snacky doing something good?
for
Has
the
hell frozen over?
community, the environment, both. Tell me,
Has
Snack.
hell is frozen over?
No, Snack's capable of good things. Snack just likes to choose chaos and violence.
I don't know. The ground's feeling pretty cold.
Yeah, but you're not quite in hell. That's Jamaica. When Jamaica's got snow, then talk to me.
Fair enough. Now, if I lived in Michigan, I might have to argue with you on whether or not I'm close to hell or not.
Alright.
Which,
Waypoint activated. Get the fuck back home.
which I've actually come to find out that Hell, Michigan is apparently for sale.
Like the entire city?
Yeah, the entire city of Hell, Michigan is for sale.
Interesting.
It is very weird to find like whole cities can just be for sale. It's like, what is that? What does that all entail? Like you own like all the businesses and property in that area? That's
You
the
know,
only
I've
thing I can think of.
actually wondered that same thing because I'm like, you obtained the rune song?
Yep, that's the sword, the sword that we put together.
Um,
I'm honestly surprised that that item was allowed to be transferred over between saves. The one missing item that we couldn't find. Like it exists. There's always one in every save. There used to not be. I forget exactly what item it was, but it was like this little like gemstone inlay.
mm-hmm.
And like apparently before a certain update, there was a chance for it to like not spawn. But now they've made it that it's a guaranteed at least one time spawn in every save.
I should fucking hope so.
Yeah, I'm guessing when they first
Good
started
job,
this game
Snacky.
out, they made everything literal random chance. And it's like that's great and all, but like at least let the items have a chance to spawn.
Look at Snack go.
Oh, I've also started doing that snack, but for I'm not gonna say less than savory, but books for people like me in space, not for books like for your age group.
Uh,
Don't. Yeah, you remember that list of books I got recommended? Well, I finally got some of them.
bet.
Yep, it's like they got recommended to me. I might as well like start reading something,
Look,
especially
the
on my
day
break when I
somebody
just don't
actually
feel like.
uses the Ethersphere after dark and like submits a request, it's
I mean, considering the list of books that I got right now, I just might.
because to date nobody's ever submitted anything. Even though that was something that was like unlocked during the moving fundraiser.
Yes, Snacky, it is smut,
Oh,
but
am I
it's
a dumb
tasteful
bitch?
smut.
God damn it.
It's what's the word I'm looking for? Like that's not all it is. Like it is actually a very compelling fantasy-esque story. There just happens to also be smut elements.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, this is a massive area to hollow out.
I've got a couple fanfics that are like character analyses through the like a BDSM like situationship relationship um of like characters trying to learn how to like interact with each other in a way that's healthy again. It's Kaveh hate them fan fiction. I'm just gonna say it out straight out loud.
Hmm.
And it's some of the most compelling prose I've ever read in my life, and it is also a masterclass in like ethical kink, and it's incredibly well done.
Hmm.
As someone who has read an absurd amount of just literature in my life and fan fiction, like it's impeccably done. It is also so filthy it would turn people's faces dark red.
I'm gonna have to look into some of these.
It's a work in progress still, and it's like 300,000 words.
I have come to find that usually fanfics tend to be some of the most well written because people are doing it as a hobby. They're not doing it as a job. They're doing it for the
Uh-huh.
fun of it.
It for the love of the game, and I'm
Hmm.
just like, God bless.
And they're not bound by like certain restrictions that publishers usually would end up making you have. Either restrictions or like wild ass requirements.
Uh-huh. It's in like weird, like not. I think my big problem is, and her it's snack, but like we're not gonna be like getting weird. I promise. Um,
And if we do, like I'm sure we'll have some way of like just saying that, hey, we're going a little too far into
true. A bulldog with gauze is real. I remember that shit. I hated that so much.
it.
Um,
Yeah, been there.
okay, let's see.
I was actually lucky enough to not have to get stitches with my wisdom teeth.
Oh, I had so many.
Like they did have to cut me open, but they didn't have to sew me back up because for whatever reason it just started healing naturally perfectly fine.
Yeah, I didn't need them, but they put them in anyway.
Just as a safety precaution.
Uh-huh.
Funny enough, I had grounds to sue my dentist like shortly after my wisdom tooth surgery, and like I was just like so tired with like having to deal with it and like out of it, I just didn't bother. But they prescribed me pain meds that I actually cannot have because it would have made my bleeding worse.
Blood thinner.
Yep, ibuprofen. Can't have it.
Cannot have it.
Yeah, it's literally listed in my allergies list, which I'm not technically allergic to it, but like at this point, like it just makes it easier rather than saying it's like, oh yeah, I just can't have blood thinners. Which even then, I still have to explain to people, it's like, yeah, I can't have blood thinners.
Which you would think is like a an easy like statement to make, but somehow
Hmm.
here we are.
Yep. Oh, Brad, it is 12:04. Happy birthday!
I've got two
A
more
couple
hours
hours.
before I can say that.
Yeah, but me and Brad are in the same time zone, so happy birthday!
Well, you, Bread, and Snacky. That's why Snacky said it. Do you forget you share a time zone with that cretin? Said lovingly.
Apparently. I
With all
sometimes
tools in my
forget
heart.
what all gets encompassed into this time zone because, like, Texas stretches out like so far, and like the entirety of it is in the central time zone area, which just boggles my mind a little bit because like a couple of states, like just north of it, do not count as central time zone; they count as mountain, like Montana, Colorado, Utah, Idaho. I can't think of any others off the top of my head, but my brain can't think properly. I think the Dakotas are still in Central. I think.
So much milk.
Just been doing nothing but hollowing out this area the entire time. We're gonna have so much space to work with.
It literally just picked up 58 milk.
God damn.
Like I said, so much milk. Sneezers.
Just made that one enemy freak the absolute fuck out. What the hell? It bounced around a little bit before it died. Like it couldn't register where it was supposed to be on the map.
It was having fun. A little bit of pizzazz. Thank you, dear loaf.
Oh, look at all the space that we have to work with now. Oh wait, no, you can't unless I update the map.
And I'm like, so about that.
Yep, I didn't think about that. Keep thinking it gets updated in real time. It does not.
Look, I'm trying my best here, loaf. We had some sneezers earlier. I got out of it in my system, so I should be, I think, okay. I'm just tired now.
I feel that.
And
Yeah,
I
mine
had
have
seizures right
finally
before the
calmed the fuck
stream.
down. I think ever since I had my little hospital scare, like not too terribly long ago, like they finally stopped. And
Well,
again,
we'll
I've also
take that at
stopped bleeding
least.
internally. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all mine have just been like anemia based.
Which, thank God. Like, and that sounds horrible, but like, thank God it's not like me, you know? Like, thank God it's not
Mm-hmm.
epilepsy.
Which, given that I now know that and the possibility that anemia might run in the family, I might need to make some calls to some family members. Now, while I do not care for those family members, that's also still kind of shitty for them to deal with. Because my uncle apparently is also prone to seizures that we have learned. And now I might have to let him know. It's like, hey, this might be the cause of it. Because this is a problem that runs in our family. And it's
So
also
much
a problem
fun.
that I was dealing with. And considering the fact that he has already crashed a car once because of a seizure.
You're not allowed to drive for that exact reason.
Yep, unless you get them under control for about a year.
It's more like 5 from your last
It,
seizure.
is it?
It's 5
I,
years.
I guess in some states it's a little different because Iowa it's a year. At least last time I checked. But yeah, we never knew what caused it. He only ever had one other one after that, at least that we know of. And that was when he was just standing on under a flickering light in a grocery store. Other than that, he's never had problems like that.
Alright, hold on. The bus just passed by.
Ooh,
Passed,
yeah,
yeah.
no. Take your time. No! My fucking cannon broke.
The one downside to living right next to a bus stop, or like, yeah, I guess next to a bus stop, is that at night,
With
I
all the
have, and
flashing
like, I
lights,
even
yeah.
have the blinds closed right now, but like the blinker comes through the blind.
Yeah, you need to get like some blackout curtains or something.
But the kitties show. I
Fair
can't
enough.
take their show from them. It's their favorite form of non-destructive entertainment. Sinud?
Sin, what's good, Sin? How you been? Brad, can we get a
Sin.
shout out for Sin? Oh wait, you're in Space's chat. It's all good. I got it.
Mhm.
Normally I'd have Ruby do it, but Ruby is currently still at work,
Rip.
waiting for a ride. And I think
No.
Dolphin went to sleep.
Yes, Dolph said she was.
Yep, that sounds
Oh,
about
my
right.
fucking head, Jesus Christ.
You gonna be alright?
Yeah, it just hurts. Oh.
Let's see. Is there a special chest for tomes? Magic and summons, yes there is. Okay, you already have Tome of the Deep.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, don't be pushing yourself. If you need to like take a break, take a break.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing.
Fair enough.
Oof. It's just been like, I've been so good like the last few days. Like, I've only had like a couple, and they've been really minor ones that I could like mostly brush off. Cluster. No, I'm just sensitive to them. So much fun. I'm having such a good time. Mall.
Meow. Meow. Ooh, let's see. Can I upgrade anything right now? What did you require? You required stuff that we can't get right now. But you. You just need Pandorium bars. Which we have a lot of. We have not been using them. And stuff that I need to actually go looking more for. I hate that area so much. It's not the worst. I've been through worse areas. Do we even have enough to upgrade you? No, I don't. Great.
Okay. Did we end up buying another bait tiller?
We have not.
Where did the boat go? Where did my boat go?
Good question.
Oh, it's with your boat.
Oh, you want to see how much of that area I've hollowed out? Give a few seconds to update. There we go. Should be good. Massive space.
This?
Yep. It's a lot bigger than what it looks like on the map.
Mm. You know, it's kind of crazy to me that we've literally just not been over in like these like areas next to base. Or
Yeah.
like ants. Kind of wild. Okay, are we doing the Atlantean worm first or are we doing fuckface first?
Uh, let's do the Atlantean worm. At least, let's make at least one attempt at the Atlantean worm again. Now that we
Okay.
know what's gonna happen when it gets summoned.
Uh-huh.
All my
Okay.
stuff's upgraded and repaired.
It's probably a good idea, huh?
Yup. And it looks like it's headed downward and should be traveling up here pretty soon.
Well, we did say we were gonna do it by boat, right?
There's a possibility we might be able to do it by land if we have that whole area like hollowed out.
It breaks up the wall. It breaks up all of the land it touches.
Oh, all of it? Fuck. Yeah, we're gonna do it by boat then. And I think we both have like the fastest boat that we can have. I was traveling. Wait, maybe? Is this just a normal boat? Where's boat crashing thing? Because I do remember there being a faster boat. Yeah, but we need 200 coral wood planks for that, of which we just have shy of 52. Where is the wood cutter? There it is. Oh, we do have the planks for at least one. They just weren't put away yet. Okay. Get the speeder. At least one speeder. Where are octarine bars? We need to make more of these. Got so much octarine that we know what to do with.
I have to have Pandorium in order to upgrade my stuff.
How much do you need?
Well, assuming I'm just upgrading my Home of the Dead, 38. I need another 10.
Yeah, 10. Shit. Alright.
But we don't have that, so I'm just going in raw dogging it.
You sure?
Fuck it, we ball.
Alright. I am going to leave at least the normal boat here. There's also a second boat in that chest in the Zeph drop off if you need it.
That was your boat. That was your OG boat.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
What if... Yeah, I'm keeping the speedster on me. Keeping that in the hot bar.
Valid.
And dropping a few things off before we head out.
I'm tired. Thank you, Nugget. Reb. Neil Kang. Good Reb. Get some olive oil. No, it's a snap.
Well, if we're gonna be doing the Atlantean worm, it's traveling up nearby that one
Just snack on
waypoint.
some bread with olive oil. The Spanish way. I have to make dinner. Remember you said?
I don't know if that's happening.
I know. I want to make dinner though. My brain's just very raw.
Pesto pasta?
That's not good for us, Nugget.
But pesto pasta.
Okay, but cholesterol, and you were just being like, oh, that's too many cheeses. Too cheesy.
You can never have enough cheeses.
See, I got shamed
I
earlier.
did not shame you. I said that like it was fine for you to like that. It's just not my thing to be like ultra cheesy stuff. It's just like
Yeah, because you
Aw,
think there's such a
Cassidy.
thing as too much cheese.
There's never such thing as too much cheese. The paucacity.
this is
The Cassidy's crazy.
This
By the way,
is-
there's a new stone named after you.
this is Asian discrimination.
This is crazy.
right now.
I'll have you know, I learned to be that cheesy because of Kwani's Korean ass.
Korean like cheese on their Asian food. My Chinese we do pure no cheese foods.
Your fucking people created stinky tofu to have cheese.
That's not even cheese.
It's literally soybean cheese.
Also, that's Taiwanese.
That originated in Yunnan.
Food origins, gotta love them.
The Dai people have been making moldy tofu for eons.
I'm just saying we don't have any food, and you're not gonna cook. So
I
feel like
wanna cook.
feel like I should be warranted to make pasta.
You just want pesto pasta.
And what you suggest?
Which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like don't make excuses.
What do you suggest I make?
What I was gonna make.
I don't know how to make it.
It's crazy how it's from a recipe book that gives you the instructions.
It's crazy that I don't want to do that.
You never want to do that.
Well, it's hard. You know, it's easy.
Just because pasta is easy doesn't mean it's a good choice. Baby, your cholesterol.
I can hear the sound of many Italians wanting to argue with you.
Pasta is good, but we just had 2 trays of lasagna.
If you stack one lasagna on top of another, do you have multiple lasagnas or one big lasagna?
That's one big lasagna. I mean, I made 2 trays of lasagna.
Pizza flavored cake.
Why would you say something so cursed?
Because you can't get that thought out of your head now. And you know it in your heart to be true. It's just pizza flavored cake.
Cake is spongy.
Yeah? You wouldn't describe lasagna as a little spongy?
No.
I would.
What fucking lasagnas are you eating?
White people lasagnas?
Okay, that's not lasagna. I don't know what the fuck you've been eating. But if your lasagna is spongy, that's not a lasagna.
Overcooked lasagna, probably.
Probably. Your egg shouldn't be egg.
Yeah, it's fair.
It should be, like, mixed into your cheese sauce. I don't know, baby. Look and come take stock. Just take stock of what we have.
It's so
Take
nice
stock of
hearing someone else use
what
that term.
grains we have or starches.
Right.
Speaking of starches, I
Bread.
recently had to go on a rant about
We have
corn
potatoes.
not too long ago because someone was like, yeah, no, like, y'all know that we
we have
use
corn.
fucking more water for corn than we ever do, like, data centers. It's like, yeah, it's like 80 times as much. But we also get, like, a lot of uses out of corn.
Corn is in literally everything.
It is in literally fucking everything. It's in your tires. It's in your fucking toilet paper. It's in your soap. It's everywhere. It's in your food.
It's in your fuel. It's in your cosmetics. It's in your medicine.
It's in your road construction materials.
Mhm.
It's everywhere. You cannot get away from corn. You can try, but here in America at least, you cannot get away from corn.
Mm-mm.
Corn is the
Also, we have
backbone
corn.
of this country, and I will stand by that. Much as I hate
100%.
corn, it is the backbone of this country.
You hate corn?
I despise corn, but to be fair, I have to live in the state where we produce the most of it, so I have to see it a lot.
But to
Everywhere I
hate
turn, there's corn.
corn?
Like, I don't hate corn, like, in terms of, like, a food source. Like, I'll eat corn any day of the week. That's fine.
Okay, so we have...
But, like, just the presence of corn is what I hate.
So, we also have corn. Check and see if we have potatoes. Take stock of how many... what meats we have in the... Did you use the rest of the hot dogs?
I'm trying to think, what else is corn? Oh, corn's in your fireworks. To make sure that they burn evenly.
We can do rice bowls.
Corn's in your
Yes,
clothing.
because they're easy, they're fast, and they can be nutritionally balanced. Fried an egg, hot dog, kimchi, drain some corn. Can cook with oh, my head.
Don't strain yourself.
Mm.
While we're waiting to fight the Atlantean worm, I'm gonna go explore that area that you had to point out that neither of us have just gone to.
What was I saying?
You
What
were
are we
making
doing?
dinner plans. You were making some kind of dinner plans.
Oh.
And I was just saying, it's like, while we're waiting to fight the Atlantean worm, I'm gonna go explore that one area that you pointed out that neither of us have explored yet.
Okay. I don't remember what I was saying, Nugget. Well, just make your palm stay, I guess.
I can see why we didn't really explore up here. There's jack shit up here.
Hmm.
There's both jack and shit.
Hmm.
Oh, that's adorable. You little mushroom guys think you're a threat.
You remember when they were...
Yep. They were killing us like every which way.
A bubble gun? Huh. Interesting.
Okay. Which one of the should I explore where it is? Okay.
Okay. Um,
Oh, is it about time to start fighting the Atlantean worm?
yes.
Oh, damn it. I thought I had one of the recall idols on me. Shit. I had like maybe
No.
3 or 2 of them on me, but it's whatever. I can just make my way back. It's not like it's that far away.
Okay. Um,
I'm almost here. I'm almost here.
well, I'm just trying to find like wide open, clear space, which I guess is like right here. Feels pretty wide open.
This is gonna be a hellish fight. I can feel it in my bone marrow.
Yeah, probably.
Can't get much deeper than the bone marrow. Are you on boat right now?
I am.
This fucking speedster boat is so fucking fast. Yeah, this is probably gonna be where we fight them. Because if we go too much north, we end up running into. Oh, hello.
The hell is that?
This is an interesting entrance to a maze. Need higher mind. Need higher mind damage, huh? Say less.
You went the wrong way, Nugget.
Wrong way, right results.
Fair enough.
Do let me know if this item is causing too much strain on the eyes.
It seems okay right now.
Okay.
Interesting little room. Oh. Okay.
One thing I do enjoy about this item is it can attack multiple enemies. Like, it'll chain directly to them if they're standing next to each other. It just does the same amount of damage it's doing to everything else.
Take that, you know.
That's probably the reason why it was so great with the healing orbs from Igneous.
I got the overwrite transcript.
We actually need that for another item. I don't know what item, but I know that one of the merchants sells the thing to make it.
Yes. Well, they have a broken core idol in here.
Ooh.
Ooh, woo. Ooh, woo. Ooh, woo. Got you, Lo.
Oh, hello. You snuck up on me, you sneaky bitch. Wait, how the hell did you get poisoned? I don't have anything on my person that causes poison.
Just for you on your special birthday. Energy string? Oh, is that the thing I needed for my collector items? Possibly.
Destroy everything. Disrespect your surroundings.
Disrespect.
Disrespect your surroundings. Three for one special.
I love when they have like little like displays of like biomes.
What's up?
Like when like the Metropolis has biome rooms.
Oh yeah, those are pretty neat.
It's so fun. Like, ah, yes, because they're scientists and scholars. I'm like following the carnage to find you. And I'm like, ah.
It's like Zephyrin here. Which, funny enough, in Canon Lords is exactly how my model would 100% go through anything that he just does not want to deal with. It's just like lightning everywhere. Shock your ass. unlimited power, Emperor Palpatine style, this whole shit. It's like, why do I gotta come near you when I can just do this from all the way over here?
Uh-huh. Efficiency.
Yep. Which is how I imagine like some of the first firearms were made. It's just like, how can I hit you with this from all the way over here? Ah! This is how. Ooh, new item. Caveling effigy. Where? Where is that item? Getting this out of my inventory immediately. Not the caveling effigy, but like I fucking picked up a mannequin. Caveling effigy. I do not have such an item. Was that what the mannequin was called? Was caveling effigy?
Funny thing about this, I went the wrong way.
Shit. I got cocky.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see if there's a teleport anywhere nearby. Sort of. Sort of. Wouldn't it be some shit if we just summoned the Atlantean worm, like, in that base?
The indestructible one?
Hmm? No, not the indestructible one. The one that we're currently, like, fucking around with right now.
Oh, that maze and have it just like wreck shop through it.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go back because I was full up.
My boat somehow was not in my hot bar.
Because you left it.
Yep.
I also left it.
Wonderful. Wow. Luckily, I can just do like a dish. I think somehow it just ended up like not in the hot bar. It's the only explanation I can think of. Okay.
Cricket. I'm hiccuping and I'm cricketing. How could this
Cricket.
happen?
What's cricketing?
I'm just hiccuping.
Oh. Like,
I'm
that's a
just
new term. I've not heard that one.
Hiccup crickets, it's a family thing. My brother tried to call me a hypocrite when he was like a little kid, but couldn't say hypocrite. So he said,
You hiccup cricket?
uh-huh, and then hippo cricket. But hiccup cricket was so fucking funny that we just kept it. And so I have said hiccup cricket since I was a child in reference to my brother. With all of the spite of like a 5-year-old that's entirely too precocious for his own good.
Y'all are something else, I swear.
Oh, okay.
Alright, and back in the base area. Time for more death, carnage, and destruction. Hello, motherfucker, you remember me? I've never seen you before in my life. Yeah! Why so many of these fucking golems?
The admin key?
That is not an item I am familiar with.
That's what the thing made us. We needed the admin key. Where did we need that?
We need an obsidian key.
We needed the admin key too. Was it this one?
I think that one was the obsidian key.
I thought the obsidian key was...
No, the obsidian key was up here.
Yeah, I thought the obsidian key was farther away. I don't know what energy string is. Or fractured limbs.
Trying to get rid of all these plants in here. And all this equipment that I will never use ever again.
Alright, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yep, you do what you do.
Oh.
I think that we went into this wanting to go fight the Atlantean worm, and then we got sidetracked.
It's fine.
Infecting explosion. This shit. Come on. That. That. Don't plan on working with this or these. Oh. I just realized I could use that. Did we really leave our boats at the fucking entrance? I don't remember leaving them at the entrance. Huh. Oof. Skin tight hitbox there. Hello, motherfucker. Yeah.
I see. Um.
Still doing alright? How's your head?
It's okay.
Okay.
I feel like I'm clearer. Get out of my bed. You're a whore.
I mean, yeah.
Not. I can't get out of my bed because he's stuck on top of me. Please help.
Wish I could.
Bro. Oh, I don't want to.
You like back at base?
Yes. I broke a
Gosh.
wall. And I'm like literally stuck in my bed because he's on top of me and won't get off of my bed.
Got the item I wanted. My boat back. So I completely forgot that I had a ring on me that I found back in my solo world. And it gives me plus 6% boat speed, so I'm like just zipping around these waters at the speed of fucking sound.
There should be like an unstuck button.
It should be. Surprised that there isn't. Hey, you got raided.
Oh, hello. Welcome in, Angel. Oh, bread bringing friend.
Aw, what a sweetheart.
Hi, Angel. Welcome home. We're glad to have you home. My name is Faith, and I am your angel guide to the Ethersphere. I am a lot more low energy than I normally am right now. I do apologize. I just had some seizures coming out of them now. We're okay. Uh, I hope you've had a wonderful stream. I hope you were doing well. Eclipse Carmen, that's a pretty one. It's fine, Red. I'm fine. It was like 10 minutes ago. I just got out of like the post-ictal state, I think. So I'm like, my head hurts. My head does hurt. I should probably quit soon to make dinner and
You
eat.
do what you gotta do.
Um, but you know, it's fine. And welcome to the Ethersphere. Good to have you home. I ate a late lunch, which is why we haven't had dinner. I swear to God. I've been so good about it. Poor good. We finally beat fucking Igneous. Never touching that bastard again.
No, if we do, like, that's just something we do solo at that point.
Yeah, at that if I hate myself more than usual, I guess. Like, you're out of your fucking mind if you think I'm about to do that shit. For free.
Now, if we get better, like, items,
If
maybe, it's a hard
Igneous had
maybe.
dropped one of the things that makes you like immune to lava or fire or whatever,
He did.
I didn't get anything.
So it was one specific piece of armor. There's literally only one specific piece of armor. It was the magma torso armor.
He dropped that?
Yup.
Hmm.
It is plus 52 max health, plus
Mhm.
36 armor,
Mhm.
plus 33 burn damage on applied hit, or yeah, applied on hit. And then it comes in a set of 3, the magma horn armor, torso armor, and shin armor. And apparently a shield as well called a scorching aegis.
Aegis. Like
Aegis, is that how it's been
Athena's.
pronounced?
Yeah, Aegis.
Huh, I've been pronouncing it wrong my entire life.
Yeah, I thought it was Aegis for the longest time. Aegis. Aegis. Um. But yeah, that's the name of Athena's shield. It kind of.
Stardew with some Souls-like elements added in.
Yeah.
Some. Mostly just grabbing your
Zeph,
stuff on death.
please.
Hmm?
Please.
What's up?
Help.
Oh, where, oh, right. The, getting the dude off of, where the,
Just like
how?
break the bed.
Oh, is that all I need to do?
Nope.
Yeah, here. Dude, brother.
He's literally trapped
Hold on.
me.
Let's see if, do you have any empty space in your inventory?
Yeah.
Alright, how'd you...
You're good, Carmen? Eclipse? Whichever one. I don't know which one you prefer.
Trying to remember what's the button combo to drop
L, T, and A.
the trigger. There we go. Try to use the rift lens to see if that'll help.
Nope.
Do we have to like restart at this point?
Oh. Did you get your lens back? I just dropped it.
Yeah, I got the lens back.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Like, I'm like doing a fucking jig here.
Yeah, I can see.
Can you break that wall that's next to me?
Trying. There we go.
Nope.
Brother. At this point.
I've tried to kill these guys. I don't know how many. Zephyrin! What in the ever-living fuck did you just do?
That is not something I can control. That's a random thing on hit. That's Azios's thing. I will keep smacking this dude until he dies.
He won't die. I don't want to save after you destroyed the walls.
It's fine. We can replace it all.
My walls.
It's fine. We can replace it.
I'm so mad.
I'm sorry.
Not even at you, just like in general. Like, what is this nonsense? This guy has been the bane of my fucking existence. God, alright. Save and quit. I literally am just like, I don't even know what to do. Hi, Nimbus. Do you feel my distress? Does my despair call to you?
Like, it's okay, Barrett. It's okay.
I'm so mad. You knocked over my launcher, Nimbus.
There we
Is
go.
this what we're doing? Is this who you've become? A rapscallion? Oh, thank God. Die. Please, just get away from me. I'm so serious.
Join him back in.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Alright.
Gonna take a minute, but I'm joining back in. That's what you get from. What is that supposed to mean, Brad?
please
let's...
provide me all of my materials?
Alright.
This might be a sign from the gods to, like...
You just need to fix that. Okay. Nope, that wasn't. Nope, that's also not the right. Nope. That's why.
What do you mean, poor Nimbus? Poor Nimbus nothing. Girl lives spoiled.
Rotten.
Unbelievably spoiled.
Oh.
Where did my bed go?
I think I might have it. I have it. There we go.
Think. You wanna just go around?
Yeah, I've already started. Yeah, I should. Then normal wooden wall here. Wooden wall here. There, see? It's like it never happened.
Huh.
Pay you no mind to the big hole in the wall behind said wooden wall.
I swear to God.
Nothing happened. I'm like Roar over here. Nothing happened.
That's not how that works.
Nothing happened. You can't prove it.
I couldn't see through it.
Nothing happened. Come on, chat, back me up here.
They're not gonna back you up.
Nothing happened. Bread might. Ain't that right, Bread? Wait, no, you might not, because... Because of earlier today.
You dare bring my child against me? This is insane. Worry not, dear loaf. All is well.
Please. Holy shit, Sid, welcome on in with a party of 4. How you doing on me?
Oh, welcome
For
back.
those of you just raiding in, my name is Zephyrin, and it's my duty to find little hidden gems, be that actual hidden gems, coins, trinkets, hidden gem games, as well as hidden gems such as yourselves. Today we are playing a wonderful game of Core Keeper with the lovely Space Novak, who you should all go and support as well. And we are just prepping up to fight the Atlantean worm once again, because the first time we did not know what we were getting into.
No.
And we just got absolutely decimated.
Yeah, we... Look, in our defense.
We didn't know what was going to happen.
Nobody
We've never
told
gotten
us.
this far.
Nobody told us. I was unaware. Nobody warned me. Nobody was like, hey, yo, just so you're aware, this might be a good idea. Nothing.
Not a zilch.
I'm gonna see if this is where the admin goes.
Oh, before you go, would you like a boat?
How about that? I already left. But I would like another boat.
Would you like a faster
boat?
boat?
A faster boat, specifically, yes.
Alright, I will put it in your drop-off chest.
Oh, there's a boat that's been abandoned here. Interesting. I'm gonna just grab that. Fuck off.
Not surprising. The amount of times I think I've had to make like 3 boats total.
Oh, this has got music on it. Okay. We don't have to do
What's up?
music, though. We are strong enough to just straight. Oh, all right. Nice. Okay.
I'm debating on if I'm gonna go back and get more, what's the word I'm looking for? Some more of the Pandorium or not. I really should. Because you needed to upgrade some of your items, I needed to upgrade some of mine.
I haven't upgraded since the first time I upgraded.
Just trying to remember where's a good
Okay, so
spot
that
to
one
do
isn't
this.
it.
This might be my best option for places to go for it.
That's not it. What's this?
What's what?
Here, do you see this?
I do.
Do you see
not.
this? That looks kinda
Where
suspiciously colored.
Suspiciously colored. Where are you on the map?
Oh, is that it? That might be it. So I need to go to that one.
I can't even see you on the map. Where are you?
Gotta go fast.
Go to where? What? Oh, there you are. All the way down there.
Yeah, I'm coming back. I think. Or oh, you're way up there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on a trip for more Pandorium.
Okay, well, I see stuff up here.
Such a lovely weapon. I love this thing. I'll never get over how much I love this thing.
Miss
If
me
only I
with
could
your
have
bullshit.
the actual like pickaxe though, so I can do more damage to these fuck ass walls.
Let's see.
Come on.
As long as... Okay, so now I need to go there.
Hey, you giant amoeba. Oh, that makes things infinitely easier.
Oh, did it break shit?
Oh no, it's just I can fight these worms a little bit easier.
Okay.
Or so I thought. Or so I thought.
You thought and you were wrong.
Yep.
Oh.
Now I gotta go back for my shit. Play a little bit of Core Keeper, but keep with it. That's funny.
Zeph, please.
Yeah, I'm not the one who said it. Sinha did.
I know. Why did you laugh?
Because it's funny. I love goofy dad puns like that. They're the best.
My brother in grace. I fucking know. I know for a goddamn fact we have found this thing before.
What thing?
The thing that needs the admin key, because I remember being like, what the fuck is the admin key?
I keep telling you, like, we needed the, what was it? The obsidian key, and then we never found the obsidian key.
I know that one, but...
No fucking way. I'm gonna be so mad if that's the case. Okay. It is still easier to kill the worms with this, but you gotta be really more precise with it. I'm dodging it better times than I am. Here's some Pandorium. Love this area so much. So fun. Okay. Not that way. Okay, at least I'm getting more Pandorium with this thing. A lot quicker than I was before. Anyway, we'll see you when you get back, Braid.
Hey, Brad.
I may have just found a way to make traversing this place a little bit easier, but I'm not happy about it. Because it's going to be an absolute pain in the ass. Okay, it doesn't work like that. Never mind. Back to the drawing board. Oh, this is lovely. I found a temple.
Look around the temple.
I'm going through the temple now. Because, well, I know there's going to be creatures in here. There's got to be. Okay. Never mind. There's no creatures. At least not that I can see.
Is that it?
But it seems like it's more like a walkway, if anything. Like a bridge. Oh, wait. Nope.
Ow.
Okay, that's a new chess piece. Where'd it go? Okay, sort items. Okay, wasn't a new armor set. It was a new. Oh fuck!
Please don't die.
I gotta stop fucking around up in here.
Why are you
Ooh.
fucking around up there specifically? Have you
Oh,
learned
God.
nothing?
Ah, okay, this area is a lot more challenging than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Uh-huh.
Perfectly fine. So I found a thing called Cultist Chest. Not sure what I found in it. I don't like that the ground is shaking. I hate this.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I was trying to find out like what exactly I got out of the Cultist Chest. Still couldn't figure it out, but it's whatever.
Hi, Nimbus. What are we doing, Nimbus? What's this little girl? Yeah. She just walked over my arms to come and curl up and sit directly, like, in my, as close as she can get to in my lap. As I think humanly possible. I found it. Okay. And
This
then
is
just
a
curled up.
stupid
She is a comedy
idea.
baby.
Why am I doing this? It's a very stupid idea.
Let's go. What's in here? Stuff.
I get attacked up here, I'm fucked cause I got nowhere to
Tiefling
go.
effigies?
Okay, at least I found more Pandorium while I was up here. I'm gonna test the theory while I'm up here.
Glyph parchment? Channeling gemstone fracture. Okay, so we got all of that.
Okay, that does work. Okay. Alright, I have found a way to traverse through here a little bit easier. It is with explosions, though. So I gotta be more careful than I normally would be. But the sulfur bombs will break the walls out here. I don't like this water. I don't like this water. One bit, Space.
Oh, I don't like the fact that the water is making you uncomfortable, actually.
This entire area makes me uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, you're in hell. Like, what do you expect?
I am in something. I don't know if I classify this as hell, though.
That's gotta be like the punishment we get for like killing all of these like ancient nature deities, right?
Not gonna lie, given what I have read, this is probably what the Jewish people would describe as a hell. At least their version of it.
Purgatory?
So, the way that I've read is that there is like a thing called like a separation from God, which has been
Purgatory.
described as kind of like a void. No, because like with them, like their purgatory is kind of like a place where you can go to like absolve yourself of your sins before you do eventually get sent off to heaven. But like there's a thing that's just like a straight separation from God entirely. Oh, hello. Well, I found a boss room
Woo!
that we need an item to get into. Breaker's Reach. Oh no, that's to a new biome. That's an entrance to a new biome. Ah.
Oh, that's the
Didn't
final
mean to
one for what is it?
Yep.
Reluctite or some shit?
Yeah,
It
something
is.
like
It's
that.
reluctite. It's relucite. Excuse me.
Yep, that's the area to Relucite, and you need a key to get to it.
Well,
The key is called Brood Void Neuron.
we need 100 octarine bars, brother. Stay psych right fucking now.
This water should not be making me as uneasy as it is. But like it, the way I describe it best is that it feels like an inky black void.
Mm.
At least that's the way it looks, as well as what I imagine it feels like. I am fucked. Okay, I survived. Somehow. Oh no!
Did you speak too soon?
I did because I got caught between a wall and an explosion.
Still,
Because
Lisa, you should know better.
I should. But, God damn! Look at how far I got up there. I don't know if you can see where my death marker is, but like, damn.
Yes, you did in fact get up there.
Yep,
You
like
were
at
in
the
it.
very, like just a little bit north of there is where Breaker's Reach is.
Wonderful. No, thank you.
Alright. I'm gonna try a stupid maneuver of trying to get up there. Gonna just try to head straight for it from the nearest spawn.
I have a blue glass kalimba, a golden whistle, and a caveling medal. Hi,
Kalimbas are such
Nimbus. You look
beautiful
so
instruments.
eepy.
And like they're
Hello.
so simple too. And they sound so
Kalimbas? I
nice.
love kalimbas.
Yeah. Same.
They're so satisfying. Floppy Nimbus.
Floppy image.
Hi, Floppy Nimbus. Man, y'all, the day that we get cat cam, I will never know peace.
No, you will not.
Because I feel like all of you are only going to be like,
Where's the cat
alright, enough with you, where's the fucking cat?
cam?
Nimbus. Nimbus. Look at all this ass, babe. You're so chunky. You're so chunky. Like a giant puddle of ink.
Too chunky and
Melted Oreo ice cream. Look
They got
at
me
you,
craving
this
the frozen custard
bourgeois.
out nearby my place.
Fucking.
Oh, I may have stumbled upon an area that I have wanted to be in, that I have been searching for.
Oh, did you find your forge?
Maybe. It's a hard maybe. I did find another molten area. So, gonna forgo, like, getting my items back just to at least search through here.
That's fine, but I do need to kind of call it soon. So,
Fair enough.
your boy is, fading fast.
I will try to make it through as fast as I can, and if we can't get through this today, we always got next week.
Yeah.
Of
Hey,
which
Tario, I
keep
literally
you
just took a
up-
sip, but I'll do it again for you, King. And thank you for head patch.
But yeah, of which I will keep you updated. I do have a doctor's appointment on that day as well. Yes, I'm finally getting the help that I need. Finally.
Thank God.
For multiple things.
Ooh. Ooh.
Please let this be the forge.
That's a... Oh my God, there's so many fucking... Oh!
You good?
Nimbus has fleas.
No.
There's
Nimbus, what have you
literally
been
so
getting
many fucking
into?
fleas on her neck.
She's
And
not
as soon
an
as I try
outdoor
to
cat.
grab
How is
one,
she
they
getting
all
fleas?
scurried. Oh, that's so gross. Baby,
Yeah.
can you please get me the, like, flea comb?
Where is that?
Should be, like, right next to you, I think. Or the shedding comb or something.
Oh, joyous days! I found the forge.
Right next to me?
Yeah. She has so many fleas.
Wait,
I
never
just saw,
mind.
like,
This might
4
not be the
fleas on her
forge.
neck.
I may have celebrated too soon. Nope, I celebrated too soon.
I'm so sorry, Nimbus. I've got to give you another bath,
Right
little
next to
girl.
me?
Poor girl. Poor Nimbus.
I've got to, like, get all these fucking, like, eggs out of her.
Oh, son of a bitch. Alright. Well, I think that's a good place to call it for now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, I do have an area to explore now, but this might be where the forge is. Oh, I'm hoping it is. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and find a raid target.
Please. Poor Nebbish. I'm gonna go to my bed.
Let's see. It'd be good to raid into. Let's go raid my homie Proto Cowboy. Let's see, what are they doing right now? They are doing Escape the Backrooms.
Oh, she's got so many fucking fleas. My skin's crawling. Oh, Ruby, you came in just as we're heading out.
At least you get to keep your stream streak going.
Where is that?
Alright. Oh. Do you want me to send you the name of the raid target?
Yes, please.
Gotcha. Message. Discord, quit being weird. There we go.
No.
Damn. What is that? 88 gemstones? What's the streak at?
Hello, lovely Ruby. Okay, angels, as always, please be excellent. Represent the ether here, be kind, be lovely. I will not guarantee when I will see you next. Just know I will try to see you soon.
Catch you later, Gems. Y'all have a wonderful time. We will try to be back tomorrow with some more going